Alright, I'm doing two things right now. Someone, a very, very kind friend, and I don't know if this is going to be like a real video or not, but a very kind friend gifted me camera equipment, a new part. People don't ever buy me camera stuff because they're afraid and intimidated because I'm so intense and do all of this research. And everyone's like, I'm not buying Joe anything. My wife refuses to buy me any gifts related to the camera. But someone bought me a camera gift, and it is a Sony microphone that goes into the hot shoe. And I'll show it in a second because I'm going to do a comparison of the audio quality. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it out. It is a Sony ECM-XYST1M. That is a mouthful. Let's do that again. ECM-XYST1M. Here, you want to see if that focuses. It's this. The cool thing about this microphone is that it doesn't require a wire. It is not. So I guess one could say that it is wireless. It sits inside the hot shoe. You don't have to put a battery in it. And I guess the Sony hot shoe gives it the power and connects and does all of the things. Which is cool, because now when I'm looking at my pop-out screen that comes out to the side, there's not a wire that's interfering with it, which is really, it's really nice. So yeah, the other thing that I'm doing, if you watch my other camera videos, which, you know, there's like 20 of you. If you're watching my other camera videos, I have mentioned that I'm not always a fan of the 20mm 1.8 because it does focus breathing. The 20mm 1.8 is sort of beloved by vloggers because it's got that wide angle, right? It's wide. Look how wide this is. If you look at my other shots, I don't normally. I kind of have been liking the 35mm. The 35mm is a little bit more punched in. It's not showing as much. Plus, when I'm doing that over there, right? I don't, you know, people don't want to see that. But I wanted to see if this lens, if it focus breathes. And then also I noticed that it's also very sensitive to lighting fluctuations. I'll get these like wavy lines. I can't see it in the monitor, but I have some better lighting, so I just wanted to see if it was doing that. I haven't used a 20mm in a while because I've taken a liking to the 35mm. Although that's apparently not a thing that you should do with vlogging, apparently. You know, it's too tight. They like, people say that they like the wide. I don't like the wide. I don't want to show all of the face either, right? Like, you know, who wants to see that? But, you know, sometimes these talking head videos, I don't know. But the point is, and I'm sorry, I am looking at the screen because I'm also checking to see if the microphone is redlining. It's not redlining, but it is maxing out the green bars when I'm looking at this. So I'm really curious to see what the audio is going to look like. There's another thing that I'm going to do. There's like some like limiter on the side of the microphone. There's like a button on there that might like lessen the sensitivity of the mic. I haven't looked at all the gadgets. I basically ripped it out of the box and just started doing it. I'm going to do this thing real fast, and I'm going to see if it changes anything. Where the hell is the button at? Low cut. Oh shit, there's a piece of tape on here. Okay, let's try that. Doing the low cut here. Okay, so I switched it to low cut. I don't know what that's going to do. I don't see any major difference in the performance of the channels. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what this is going to look like or what we're going to do with this. But yeah. See, I'll show this because I wasn't going to do this because I didn't think about it until right now. This is what I normally put on my camera. I used to use the Rode mics, you know, like the ones that every vlogger and their mother uses. But then I watched a David Manning video, and this Deity, it's like a Deity D4. It's got like two microphones. So it's got a microphone pointing forward and a microphone pointing backward. So if I'm behind the camera and I'm commenting on something, I could theoretically switch the mic. Or I could set it to a dual channel, so it's front and back. So like if I'm behind and I'm having a conversation with somebody, I could do those things. Now, the bad thing about the microphone that's on top of the camera right now, can't do that because it just points forward and it actually kind of goes sideways too. I don't know how that's going to work. I mean, it's fine for a shotgun style, right? Because like it's more options than you have. But if you want to go backwards, no bueno. This would be interesting. This will be interesting to see if this works. And if it sounds decent, and if it does, like, it's just nicer because it's a lot cleaner. And you don't have that cable. So that's a win. And it actually looks a lot less conspicuous, honestly. It looks a lot less like you're clearly vlogging and doing something weird in public. I could see using this more in public. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to shut this off, and then I'm going to put the other microphone on. That's it. And hey, maybe if the microphone's good, you hear my wife stomping around upstairs. I'm going to keep this in. I'm going to keep this in because you always say, you can hear me stomping. But I can hear you stomping. And it impacts my ability to do these videos. Alright, I switched the microphones. Now I have the Deity D4 plugged in. My dog is barking. Shotgun mic. Is it going to pick up the dog barking and stomping around the house too? Why is everyone so noisy in this house? I'm the biggest one here, and I'm like the lightest on my feet. This is what the Sony microphone looks like. Again, this is like it's probably not going to focus. It's not focusing. This is what the Sony microphone looks like, and you can like move the microphones like a little bit, so you can, I guess if you're interviewing and you have two people on camera, like one person here, one person here, you could point the mics, which I guess is kind of cool. I don't see that being very practical, honestly, but I mean, you know, it's better to have an option than not have an option in general. Hot shoe situation. Now, I will say that when I took the hot shoe, when I tried to take this out, this thing really got stuck in there. It was kind of a pain in the butt to get this out of the hot shoe. It's a lot easier to slide like a cold mic into the mount. This thing literally has like a chip in the front of it. So, you know, and I guess that's what gives it the signal. So, yeah. I don't really need to belabor. Again, this is the Deity D4. This is hardwired into the 3.5mm microphone input jack. This doesn't require that, which is nice. And I haven't listened to any of the audio from the previous microphone. From this microphone, I'm hoping that it's good, because it will make my entire video rig easier. At least for indoors, it'll be better indoors, and I won't have to... I keep the dead cat on the other one too, because it looks like a huge pain in the rear end to take them on and off, and I don't want to do that. So I just leave it on, and I don't know. I probably wouldn't. But does this come with a dead cat? Let's see if it comes with a dead cat. It does. It does come with a dead cat. So, like, I had this, and I thought it goes on like this. But it goes on... There's a string in here. So it goes on. It goes on like a face mask for COVID. It goes on like this, and then you wrap the string around it like that. That's what you do. I mean, I was gonna say it's not impressive design, but it still doesn't obstruct the. There's an external 3.5mm on this, which I guess you could probably split the channels. And then this low cut button. So it does give you access to the things. I mean, I guess it's not terrible design, and I guess if you have to like go wide, it's like a merkin. If you don't know what a merkin is, you can look it up. I'm not going to tell you, but I feel like this is like a this looks like a merkin. Don't, if you're a kid, don't look that up. If you're a child, it's not appropriate. I'm sorry. Yeah, this thing. Let's hope that it's good. I hope that it's good. And when I edit this, I'll put a thing here, right here, and I'll say yes, it's good, or no, it's not good. Because yeah, you know, cables. I don't love cables. You know, everyone thinks that I'm a computer guy and I like cables, but if you can avoid cables, big fan of that. Anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I'm done. I'm done. Thank you. The end.